Many analysts have noticed the rising importance of uranium, and we will look forward to creating value out of our existing assets. Nuclear energy is clearly going to play a part in the future energy mix because of its carbon friendliness. And you would remember that the acquisition of Cook was predominantly based on the uranium exposure many years ago, which we have retained. We see new horizons for uranium, and it is going to be a significant element in our green metals portfolio. Nuclear has emerged as a zero carbon baseload generation option, essential for global decarbonization. I've always been a big proponent of nuclear energy. You're going to see growth, especially in the Asia-Pacific region, and there's 125 gigawatts of new nuclear capacity being planned. We see the uranium market moving into deficit over 5 to 10 years, and we see long-term price forecasts exceeding $60 per pound. In terms of our own portfolio of uranium assets, we have 100 million pounds essentially of shallow and surface uranium resources at Beatrix West and Cook. Those of you who know the South African mining landscape, Beatrix West was originally Beatrix 4 shaft, which was originally the Baiser uranium mine. And not a lot of uranium mining was done there, so there's still substantial reserves that will be mined, and we will be looking to doing that. And if you complement that with Cook, which, as I said earlier, we purchased predominantly for its uranium potential, and its uranium processing infrastructure, puts us in a very good place to kickstart our uranium business. And from a value perspective, we get zero value for these assets in any type of valuation. I'm very pleased to say that long-time associate and an advisor to us, Dennis Tucker, will be leading this initiative. And just in general, a comment: if you want to move an initiative forward, you have to do two things. You have to develop a strategy, and you have to put people in place to make it happen. And that's exactly what we've done with recycling and with this initiative. I want to make one last comment on Beatrix. As we know, Beatrix only has about 5 years of life as a gold production area. Moving into uranium is going to create further sustainability, which is important from a sustainability point of view as we move into uranium mining. So many benefits from this initiative.
The potential to leverage the uranium assets. Just wanted to get a sense of how soon can you expect those assets to be up and running, and also does that fit within the Sibanye portfolio, or do you think there's better value to spin it out with Sibanye keeping a majority portion of the SpinCo? How are you looking at it?
On the uranium question, we haven't made a final decision on what the structure would be. We've got a couple ideas. Our structure with DRD has worked very well, where it remains a separate listed entity where we have a controlling stake. We could do exactly the same with our uranium business. We certainly need to retain the credits from, let's call it the exposure to green metals. So that's under consideration. If you talk timing, I think you will see movement in terms of, let's say, more definition, and perhaps even an announcement as to exactly how that will take place within the next quarter or so. In terms of actually producing uranium, it's probably still 2 years away. The Baiser uranium mine, or Beatrix 4 shaft, has got an operating shaft. It would require some pre-development, some processing facilities. But on the West Wits, we actually have those processing facilities. There's no doubt some refurbishment. And then there's the biggest challenge on the West Wits is really deposition capacity, which is where we work closely with DRD.